Camera's all good. We'll open it up for an opening thing.
All right. It's hard to win football games. So anytime you find a way to win, you got to be happy with the effort. We had a tough camp. I thought our guys played hard, played physical. It was a good team win. And, we're 1-0. I really want to thank all of our students who came out, the whole fan experience, the Wake the Demons event we had last night. It's neat seeing that student crowd, get filled up like that. And, we had, I think over 3,700 students there tonight. And we had over 2,000 students at our Wake the Demons event last night. And I thought our staff did a great job of getting that organized. Like I said, I'm proud of the win, but I thought we were really sloppy. I don't, it was just not a good feeling in my stomach, when you have that many yards, and we did a lot of good things, but just to me, the penalties were awful. We had 5 holds. I think probably 2 of them cost us a touchdown. The other one cost us the 2-point conversion. We had 2 roughing the quarterbacks, and the one cost us a pick 6 and the other kept a drive alive. We had a holding on a kickoff return. We start the ball with the ball on the 10-yard line. So 3rd and 4, and we have a defensive lineman jump off sides and give him a free first down. There was just a lot of very lack of discipline type penalties that we had tonight. And, there's never a good hold, but sometimes there's really bad holds. And some of our holds were bad holds, just lazy, grabbing guys. I mean, it was just, at times I thought very sloppy football. Credit VMI. I think they had a good plan. They got rid of the ball quickly. They threw a lot of quick game, and we had a hard time getting to the quarterback. And I thought they had an excellent plan. I really did. So credit VMI. But I said openers are always about yourself and how you perform. And as much as we had effort and we made some plays out there, just the penalties just right now, I'm having a hard time getting over that, because for us to win here, we have to win close games, and any one of those penalties could have cost us the football game in a close game. So clearly we got to get that cleaned up and have a lot more officials at practice next week. I thought Mitch played really well. I mean, 21 of 29, close to 300 yards, no interceptions. He was fine. He played really well. I mean, I said going into it, I think we could win a lot of games with Mitch, and for him to get this experience and to be able to play, whether it's next week or 2 weeks or next year, I mean, it's money in the bank that he's now played a football game, and whatever nerves and jitters of that first start is out of the way. So we're going to need him, and he's a good football player.
Same situation happened early in camp, and he was able to really go through the entire camp working.
Oh, it helped him tremendously. Again, there was nothing good about Sam's situation other than, if that had happened yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago, it would have been much tougher. And as the backup, you always have to be ready to go in on a moment's notice. But I think for any football player, if 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead of time, and you get all those reps with the ones, we didn't have a delay a game. We had one exchange issue. He played pretty clean football. Again, I was disappointed. I thought there was a few contested catches that our receivers should have made. We had 3 or 4 jump balls, and I don't know if we came down with any of them. But that's not on Mitch. I thought he put it in a place that they could make a play. It's great to have him out there, but there was a lot of rust that was getting knocked off. So it was far from he's a good player, but he hasn't played football in 2 years, and I think it showed. Yeah, I thought those guys broke tackles. I thought they had good vision. They did some good things, and the run game is always one of those things that, you got to go with the cliche. I got to watch the film. I mean, they were productive. They made plays. Now, were they holes that you and I could have made yardage on, or did he make guys miss? I mean, always the measure of the back is, did he outrun people to the edge? Did he make a guy miss? How was his vision? But I thought those guys were patient and stuck it in there pretty good. No, we have officials at every practice. So I'm I'm not sure what we're paying them, but I got to get those guys to throw some more flags in practice. No, I mean, we've, for the most part here, the last 4, 5, 6 years been a pretty clean, one of the least penalized teams in the conference. And, the one hold by Javiante was just a lazy hold. And I thought there was another one they should have called Blake on the perimeter. And, the one on the touchdown, I mean, that's not even a critical block. It's a quick play action. Can't imagine that's going to be a good one either. And then the two roughing the passers, those type of plays were almost probably should have cost us the Syracuse game a year ago. When we hit their guy out of bounds on that 2-minute drive. And those things are infuriating to me, that, the quarterback's the most protected player in the field. And once the ball's gone, you got to do everything you can to stay off them. And it cost us a pick 6. I mean, how great would that have been for Isaiah Wingfield to go home tonight and go to bed knowing that he scored a touchdown? So, and really that would have put the game out of reach earlier, and we could have started playing some of those younger guys sooner, which we wanted to do. So, part of it was they just got rid of the ball so quickly that, they threw a lot of what we call quick game, and they were jump setting us. And, as they got to the longer down and distances, I thought we did pressure okay. We misfit some things in the run game, whether that was up front or the second level. I'd have to watch the film on that. But it's really hard to rush the passer when they're throwing quick game and 3-step and getting it out of there so quickly. A lot of those routes were some of them were to the outside receiver, but they were running a lot of quick pick routes between 2 and 3. And, you hedge the box, and, those are plays that, you might give up some first downs. Those plays usually don't beat you. You say, well, get up there and press them. And then they're running by you, and those are the ones that beat you. So, at times they caught us in coverage that we were trying to outnumber the box, and they were putting good receivers at the 2 and the 3 position. And, we were going to keep our safeties out of some of those coverage situations. I know that. I think 8 of us or 7 of us. So yeah, it's fun to watch somebody else stress. Oh, I don't. So I was just talking to like Brad Lambert earlier. So this is 29 straight years for me that I've either been the offensive coordinator or a head coach. So it's, to me, it's not so much the 100th game at Wake. It's close to 30 years of, it's my 34th year as a college football coach, and my 29th year that you're going to every game making decisions. So, every game's its own entity, and, I'm fortunate, right? In this day and age, to be a head coach that coaches your 100th game at a school, there's not a lot of us. So we're survivors.
Coach, hi. We have one question from Mr. Snorton here on Zoom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
Yes, Coach Clawson, one of the things, I'm sure you'll go ahead and look at the game film, but describe how you feel about the team's effort in stopping the running game to take away their offensive balance.
Well, we kind of committed the linebacker in the box, and we left ourselves a little bit short on the perimeter. And, they hit a couple of runs against us. They ran that zone play, and they got to our backside linebacker, and they hit a few seams. But again, we didn't give up big plays. And I think if you say, okay, you come out today and, there's a lot of little things we didn't do well, but we didn't turn the ball over on offense, and we did not allow the ball over our head on defense. We had the one coverage bust in the red zone that they went 3-by-1 and had a tight end in the back on the nub side, and we cut a guy loose. Other than that, we stayed on top of routes. And, again, they're good runs. We're 6 and 8 yard runs. We never let things really get out of us other than that one zone read right before the half that our defensive end blew the assignment. That was a great effort by Ivan. It's funny, we practiced that exact situation, 9 days ago, that we put him back there, and I couldn't get Jacob to do a bad snap. So I went and played long snapper and threw back a bad snap just to make Ivan make the decision of, can I get the kickoff? If you're backed up, do you try to get it out of the end zone, take the safety? And it was a really athletic play. And, that was very uncharacteristic of Jacob. He's usually pretty reliable, dependable.
So Taylor leading the team in having factor getting that starting point.
You know what, we're going to play the long game, and the more players we play, the healthier we'll be, the more guys that are engaged. We're going to play 5 receivers right now. There's 5 guys that deserve to play. And on the outside, that's AT, Donovan, and Jamal. And both Keyshawn and Taylor deserve to play. And there's a lot of football left. And if we can have those guys playing 40 and 50 snaps, we have a much better chance of keeping them healthy than if they're playing 70 and 80. And those guys are also very involved in special teams. And so, we didn't do that in 16, 17, and 19, right? And then when the guys who are playing 70 and 80 snaps get hurt and the next guy's not ready, that didn't work out too well for us in November of those years. So part of our plan is, we want to be good, not just in September, but November. And to do that, we've got to play more people and keep guys healthy. All right. Thank you.
You can switch to a single digit number.
So Les,
You guys all good? All right, guys, we got Taylor Moran here. Open it up for questions. Taylor, can you walk us through the grab you made?
yeah, so we had a sprint out pass on. I ran a corner route, and I think I felt the defender trailing me a little bit. And I wasn't sure where Mitch was going to put the ball, but I mean, Mitch put it in the only place that he could. I mean, that was a perfect ball, and we're able to get fully extended, and I think I got my elbow in, or at least that's what it felt like. And yeah, so I mean, Mitch threw a heck of a pass. So I thought he played great. I mean, we came out guns a-blazing, and we're moving the rock the entire day. I think minus a few mishaps in the red zone, we made a couple of penalties and things like that. I think that, I mean, there's nothing really we can complain about, Yeah, I'd say so. I think that, I mean, anytime you have a quarterback transition like we did, I think it takes a few days to get a feel for that new quarterback. And I think that's just all of football. I think it's not Mitch or Sam or anything like that. I think it's just a chemistry thing. So I think just him knowing where I'm going to be, and then, just little things that doesn't necessarily get put out there, so. In terms of, yeah, I heard Coach Clawson the other day in a press conference. He said that Mitch has always been preparing like a 1. So, I mean, I think that's a testament to him. And I think there's no question coming into this game that he was going to be ready, and there was going to be no hiccup with him at quarterback. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating, but I mean, it's the first game of the season. I think it's nice to get all this stuff out of our system now, versus down the road. So I think that's definitely things that we're going to be able to clean up going forward.
How much of that,
I think I think it all goes to Mitch, I mean, I try to make things happen when he puts the ball where he needs to put it. So I think it's mostly a testament to Mitch and the quarterbacks. We really just we try to run our routes, and wherever he puts it, we got to come down with it. That's kind of the mentality our whole room has. So we'll be off tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll be back practicing, and then we'll practice again on Sunday, off Monday.
Go over to the Zoom. Are there any questions on the Zoom, Taylor?
Oh, Ryan, I think we're good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Great, thank you guys. Pick out the one.
38-31.
Awesome. Awesome.
We'll open up for questions for Isaiah. So I think just how heartbroken are you that?
Oh, no, it's no big deal. Gavin Holmes made a great play, broke it up, right place, right time. And hopefully we can keep making plays like that. So no biggie.
Coach been happy if you had the acceptance still gonna go. Okay.
Oh, hey man, we got the win. We got the win. That's all that matters. So I think Coach talked about it, but we got some stuff to improve on, which is good, after week 1. So but yeah, no, I'm gonna sleep good. We got a W tonight.
You guys had spring and fall camp game, Coach Lambert, but one exactly out there on the line.
Yeah, I think we did some good things, and we there's definitely areas for improvement overall though. Playing fast, communicating, having fun. Yeah.
Your side of the field, but you have that sense of attitude. How much that?
Yeah, I mean that's the key to it. You get down to that red zone, closer into that alumni zone, you got to shut it down, to the best of your ability. So I think for the most part we did okay with that. We could be better. So yeah. Have a great night.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that one part of this here. Take questions for Mitch. How did it go?
It was fun. It's the first time playing real football in like two years since high school. So it's fun getting back out there and playing ball. I really didn't know what to expect. I just wanted to do my job and come out with the win. That happened, so I'm happy.
How did you make that though? And how did
Yeah, just a bunch of work throughout the week, work on that kind of stuff. And Taylor ran a great route. We had a good stick at the top and broke for the corners. Great route, and he made a great catch.
you said that you carrying with the one all along, but how much did it help you? You had pretty much almost the entire camp working with the one, getting chemistry with Taylor and making the.
Yep. Yeah, it definitely helped a ton. First few days, there was definitely some kinks, just working some stuff out, and it definitely helped. Unfortunately, the situation happened, but the fact that it happened earlier in camp was very helpful for me just become more comfortable with those guys and getting comfortable against the starting defense and getting good reps because we have a pretty good defense, so it was helpful to go get some good competition. So. I mean, I was nervous, but I'm nervous every game. It's it felt like I was playing high school again. Just same butterflies throughout the week, and it all comes from just being super passionate about the game and caring a lot. Yeah. That was very helpful for me. Just being around the game since a young kid. I always remember just going to his practices and watching, and looking up to all of his quarterbacks, and they're my heroes growing up. So just watching how they carry themselves and how he carried himself on the field. I'm very thankful for him and those opportunities. So it was, my parents were. My dad actually is not coaching anymore. He stepped down so he could come watch me and Brett play. So yeah, my parents are there, and taking off school tomorrow, so they'll be here. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Sam's our leader. Sam's our guy. This is his team, and having him out there, and he was very encouraging and very helpful, and being able to talk to him and stuff. He really is another coach out there. I don't know. You guys probably started over 40 games or something like that, so he's got plenty of experience, and he's been through it all. So just having him out there is really helpful, and he's helped me throughout this whole process. Excuse me. I was, yeah. He congratulated me, gave me a big hug, and I told him how thankful I was for him because I would not be here without his guidance and his help, and he's been tremendous for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first few plays, kind of felt like a movie. I was like this. I think the whole day I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm starting in a college football game. This is nuts. It's, a dream come true for me. And first few plays, didn't really feel real, and then I got hit, and I was like, oh yeah, this is real football. So I keep getting hit for the first time in a while. So yeah. No, I ran one, and I got hit pretty good, but we're all good. Yeah, it felt good to get the nerves out. Just have fun. You told me, there's nothing else I could have done to prepare for this moment. I worked really hard, and he's honestly pushed me to work even harder. Just watching how he carries himself as the starting quarterback, and that was one day my aspiration. And just every day he's first guy in, last guy out, and I think it's an unspoken competitiveness. Who can show up first and who can leave latest, and so goes back and forth. But just him being there and telling me to have fun, and it was special. It meant a lot to me.
We'll take one on Zoom real quick.
Okay, yep. One question from Mr. Snorton for Mitch.
Okay, Mitch, congratulations. One of the things it seemed like your execution in short and intermediate game just helped you get into a rhythm, maintain your confidence. Walk through how you feel that just helped you, throughout the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, O-line protected me very well. Backs did a great job in protection. I don't think I got sacked one time, and I could have got the ball out quicker. So I think, just them, doing a great job protection helped me settle in. Receivers running great routes and getting open. It was really just playing pitch and catch at that point. I know pressure and the guys were getting open, so it was really all credit to those guys. I was trying to do my job. It definitely helped as the game went on. Getting settled in there and taking some shots. We have, like I said, a really good offensive line who protects well. We have some really, really dynamic wideouts. And all those guys work really hard, and just trusting them and letting them go make plays on the ball. AT had a really good catch on the sideline on a deep ball. Might have been the only deep ball we hit, but just again trusting those guys, letting them make plays. There's some phenomenal receivers we have. Our receiver room is very deep, and they work really hard, and they compete for the football. So honestly, them and protection, and just those guys compete for the ball help me be comfortable. No, sir. I feel like I did my job and did what the team needed of me. And again, this is Sam's team, and when he's back, ready to go, I'll support him, whenever he needs.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We're gonna have one more player, guys. Last player, we go.
So it actually happened a couple of days ago. Me and Taylor Marin could be on punt safe at the same time. So, but I like it. The 0 kind of fits me. All the guys have been hyped for me wearing that number. So it's growing on me. We definitely, we had a couple mistakes, a couple mental errors, but one thing for sure, Coach Lambert has us playing hard, and all of our coaches and all of us, as a defense in general, we're just playing hard. We're having a lot of fun. And so that's something that we can really build off of. We're going to be able to go back and clean up some of the mistakes we had, but we're having a lot of fun out there playing with, tremendous energy, just having a lot of fun. And that's something that I love to be a part of. That's a defense that I want to be a part of. I felt comfortable, honestly, from spring ball. After spring ball, I felt very, very comfortable. And just being able to move around a lot as a defensive lineman, they put us in a lot of positions to succeed, to be able to make plays. And then just in general, we're all able to make plays within this defense. So we're all feeding into that. We're all bringing, a good amount of energy too. So it's been really cool.
How did your guys?
Yeah, so Coach Cohen got on us, obviously, as he should. He's a good coach. That's what he should do. But we just accepted it and moved on to the next play. A lot of those things are unacceptable. My false start was unacceptable. We knew that the hard count was coming and I jumped off sides. That's just, a mental error. But we also do a really good job as a defensive unit, as a defensive line group, of making sure that we're all moving on to the next play. So coach is going to harp on it. That's his job, to make sure that we know what we did wrong and how we can improve it. But together as a unit, we pick each other up and make sure that we're moving on to that next play, put that play in the past. So, after that, we just kept playing hard, and, we're going to fix a lot of those mental errors. We need to. A lot of it, and rightfully so. There's a lot of penalties that we had, and it's I think it's kind of a good problem to have, in the sense of, it wasn't a problem of effort, it wasn't a problem of playing hard or working hard. It's just a lot of things that we have to clean up, and so that's what we're going to do when we go back this week in our preparation for Vanderbilt. We're going to make sure not to shoot ourselves in the foot, so that we can let our playing do the talking. In what sense? What's the 24-hour rule?
Usually you have to put a game behind you after
Mhm.
24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's right back to it's right back right back to the grind tomorrow. So, we'll get to enjoy this one tonight, and, maybe a little bit tomorrow, since it is such a late game, but we're going to enjoy it, but we're moving on to the next one. We're 0-0 for this next week. So going in and working to pick up a dub next week. Very good question. Probably not here at one of these games. I got to be locked in and focused, but maybe at a basketball game. Depends. We'll see. Thank you, guys.
Let me know about tomorrow. Everybody in here need anything? Guys all the way back up? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You guys all good? You guys need anything? Working on, I'm not trying to wait there. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Hey, Eddie, can you send me an email about that? Okay, thank you. You can hang out. All right. Gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my God, I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, literally, that's a good call. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like the photo was just tiny right behind where the pool is. So it's like, honestly, they wouldn't be that I work on it. I don't know if you can find this one, but. Yeah. Take it off tomorrow. There you go. Oh, gosh. I'm probably. I'll probably go with I need to get myself, I don't know when I'm looking for it, but I think I make sure I know where I'm at. Yeah. I think about. Yeah, thank God we'll pick up our. Oh, that's. I imagine there's so many people there, but. Fun day. You know me.